Erasmus Darwin, the grandfather of Charles Darwin. Erasmus Darwin was the founder of the Lunar Society. The group's name owed itself to the fact that the members met monthly at the time of the full moon. The membership boasted such luminaries as John Wilkinson, who made cannons, James Watt, who owed his notoriety to the steam engine, Matthew Boulton, a manufacturer, Joseph Priestley, a chemist, Josiah Wedgwood, who founded the famous pottery business, and Benjamin Franklin, no less. So here we have some of the most illustrious scientists and inventors and politicians, and they all belong to this society known as the Lunar Society and make a point of meeting at the time of the moon. Well, hold on. I thought scientists refute all such occult principles. Virtually all the Royal Society founding members, says Michael Bagent, were Freemasons. One could reasonably argue that the Royal Society itself, at least in its inception, was a Masonic institution. And when we do our homework, we find out that the Lunar Society was the prelude or the predecessor to what later became the Royal Society. The Royal Society grew out of an occult organization. In England, we have the organization known as the Hellfire Club, created by Sir Francis Dashwood, the famous Satanist. But Dashwood was also the Chancellor of the Exchequer of the Government of England. Other members were the son of the Archbishop of Canterbury, Thomas Potter, the Earl of Sandwich, who was also a member of the House of the Lords, the Marquis of Bute, who became the Prime Minister of England, Charles Churchill, John Wilkes, and George Bob Doddington, another member of the Cabinet. And the Hellfire Club is a known satanic enclave. The moon landing of July 20th, 1969, the so-called moon landing. But what is not widely known is that alongside the national flag, Buzz Aldrin also carried a Masonic banner. This has been embroidered especially for his strange journey by the librarian of the Masonic House of the Temple in Washington, D.C. That's right. So here we have the cameras rolling when we have the official flag of the United States being positioned on the moon. But hold on. Half an hour before, we've got this whole Masonic ceremony. Well, wait a minute. I thought this was a free country, and there's meant to be freedom of the press. How come we weren't privy to that one? How come the moon is even being dedicated to some strange occult fraternity before it's being dedicated to the American people? So whether you believe there was an actual visitation to the moon or the whole thing was staged, either way, even in the staged event, the proclaiming of the moon in a ritualistic way should raise some very serious questions here. And of course, we have the strange phraseology that from beginning to end of the Apollo missions, we have this strange, bizarre phraseology which NASA has never satisfactorily explained. One of the most obvious and most heard euphemisms, of course, is the eagle has landed. And everyone associated that with the eagle symbol of America. But in fact, the eagle is a Masonic symbol because it is really, what is being referred to is really the double eagle of Freemasonry and not the bald eagle of America. The double eagle is a very famous symbol of Freemasonry. It was originally the emblem of the Habsburg dynasty of Europe, a very powerful set of oligarchs and royalty that still exist and are responsible for innumerable wars and dynastic rivalries. Now, in the Quran, chapter 9:11, no less, it says, "For it is written that a son of Arabia would awaken a fearsome eagle. The wrath of the eagle would be felt throughout the lands of Allah.